Regarding the characteristics of the Peruvian coffee, the one that we have is Arabica coffee, and that is very valuable because it's a coffee that has different characteristics, very mild in flavor, and it has very rich aroma. That is why most of the people like it very much. The type of Arabica coffee that we have is mostly Típica, which is around 70% of the coffee that we have. And then we have Caturra, Catimor, and Geisha, and some other varieties that are also cultivated in the different regions of Peru. Regarding the farms in Peru that cultivated coffee, the coffee that we have in Peru is mostly cultivated in 900 to 2,000 meters above sea level, which is in the eastern slope of the Andes Mountains. This climate that we have there gives the specialty flavor and also aroma and all the conditions and characteristics that the Peruvian coffee has. That is the right climatic conditions such as humidity, soil, and particular elevation that gives this optimal production area for the coffee in Peru. Regarding the regions that we have of Peru for the production of coffee, the main ones are San Martín, Junín, Cusco, Amazonas, and Cajamarca. Those are the main ones that concentrate almost the 90% of the production of coffee in Peru, are mostly 2,000, 37,000 families that are the ones that are involved in the production of coffee. Most of them, they are also related to or associated in different kinds of associations, just like cooperatives, and 30% of them, they also export their product through these cooperatives or associations. The stages in the production of the coffee are mostly planting, cultivation, harvest, processing on the farm, which they usually use three kinds of methods. One is the washed, the other one is the honey process, and the natural process. Then we have the dyeing process, and the different stages continues to industrial processing, including the last stages of storage, control, and transportation. Regarding the type of methods that they use are regarding the wash, this is mostly that beans are deposited in some big tanks so that they can ferment it for a while. Regarding the honey process, for instance, that is also another of the types that they use, is after depulping the coffee, it is dried without removing the mucilage for 6 to 8 days. And the natural process is the coffee cherries are just immediately dried after harvesting. Coffee is one of the main agricultural products that Peru exports. It ranks 5th in the agricultural products that we usually export to the world. Peru ranks 10th among the countries that export coffee in the world and is the second one in organic coffee. The production of coffee in Peru in 2020 was around 365,000 metric tons, which represents almost $650 million that has been exported from Peru to the world. In 2020, produced in Peru was around 11 bags of 60 kilograms of Arabica coffee per hectare. In 2021, we have a reduction in the production of coffee due to some climate change and also some plagues that just reduced the production. But for this year, in 2022, we are seeing that it's much better, and we expect a very good crop that we can offer for the world. Peru export coffees consist mostly of conventional coffee and specialty coffees. In the conventional coffee, we have almost 79% of the entire volume that we produce in Peru. In the specialty coffee, we can divide it into certified coffees and into high quality coffees. Certified coffees that we have is around 18% of the total production, and we have certifications such as Fair Trade, Organic, Rainforest Alliance, UTC, and others. And 3% is a specialty coffee or niche coffee that we have, with more than 84 points according to the SCAJ rating, or the Specialty Coffee Association rating. Oishi. We Peruvians usually drink coffee with dripping machines. This is the way that we have been using it for some time, and now we are trying to improve or to use some other methods that we are knowing, that because we are just having this kind of new things coming from different international parts. Peru usually drinks coffee, or Peruvians, we drink coffee almost 88 cups per year, and that means around less than 1 kilo per habitant that we live in Peru. But we really enjoy very much our coffee, and we are trying precisely to promote more coffee, drinking more coffee. We are trying to promote more coffee consumption in Peru through this Cup of Excellence. In Peru, we usually drink coffee accompanied with some other desserts and also some sweets, but mostly with chocolate. We really enjoy very much chocolate because we have a very good cacao and also chocolate in Peru. But also some of the typical ones that we use are some sweets like the alfajores. These are the alfajores, which are some sort of cookies with some dulce de leche or caramel, and we really enjoy it very much. But also there are some other types of sweets that we use, and in that case we have some cakes, also some pies, and the one very typical is the lucuma mousse, which is typical fruit from Peru. The Department of Sustainability Trade from the Commission for the Promotion of Peru in Exports and Tourism has been developing a lot of different activities in favor of strengthening the capacities of companies and improvement of processes, boosting good farming process, which this helped the companies to achieve greater competitiveness and to develop new specialized markets. The alliance with other institutions also that we have has allowed to further strengthen organizations on sustainability and development issues, as well as to spread the identity of sustainable culture. Some of these institutions that we have been collaborating are the ones like Global Reporting Initiative, GRI, the Expert Productive Route, which is RPE, which is financed by the Switzerland Cooperation, SECO, and some others. And all of them, they are trying precisely to increase more the sustainability used in the farming, also create more fair trade, and to know more how to use the economic empowerment of women, as well as the circular economy models. So these are very good activities and some other projects that Peru is trying to improve. These are some projects that Peru is trying to develop in all the different farms so that they can just increase and have a better crop and a better also type of life. The Cup of Excellence contest started in 1999 as the result of global project to try to help coffee producers to increase their income for their high quality coffee. Cup of Excellence is the most prestigious competition for high quality coffees. The Cup of Excellence in Peru started in 2017 with the Alliance for Coffee Excellence as an international partner and the Central de Café y Cacao as a local partner. This association allows the contest to take place in Peru and take advantage of the trend of satisfying international niche markets that seek Peruvian specialty coffees of the highest quality and rewarding their coffee growers. In the Cup of Excellence of 2021, Cusco stood as the main region that presented different samples of the best quality coffees, with 14 coffees, followed by Cajamarca region with 12, and Amazonas 4, among some other regions that presented 3 or 2 different samples. Some of the winners of the contest obtained recognition among other international competitions. This year, in the Cup of Excellence 2022, where we will know the score of the best coffee in the country and name the producer of the year, the results will be announced in October 29 on the International Fair of Specialty Coffees that we have that will be held in Ayacucho City. Why we are participating in SCAJ? It's mostly because we know that we have very good quality coffee, but also it's not well known here in Japan. And that is why in this fair, this exhibition, we would like to present our high quality coffee so we can contact also some of the importers, distributors, coffee shops, and different kind of people that are interested in coffee so they can know more about our coffee and we can compete better in this market. Also, what we are trying to do is to try to understand a little bit more and to know more about the trends in the Japanese market, which are different from some other international markets. And another one, and the last one that we would like to, is precisely to let the consumers know about the Peruvian coffee, taste it, have this kind of good vibe of the quality of the Peruvian coffee, and have fun there in the SCAJ. We have different examples of the collaboration and also the activities that Japanese companies have developed in Peru to try to improve and to try to have this social responsibility for the buying of Peruvian coffee. We have some companies that have been just working there for some time, and they have just also tried to have this fair trade, paying better for the product that we have in Peru. Also, they have developed some other types of commercial and trade forms that we can just have a better possibility of obtaining better prices for our coffee. We expect to see you this year at SCAJ in the Peruvian pavilion that we're going to have there so you can taste our coffee. See you there. Thank you. Bye.